Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in for another Hawkins Corner. So if you've watched a previous video, I actually did a video about my skincare regimen, but it wasn't detailed. And basically what that video did was it showed you the products that I use that are pretty much all natural type of botanical products and pretty much what I do, and that was it. So I did reference in that video that I will be doing a more in-depth video so that you can understand the benefits of each one of the products. So if I always make disclaimers at the beginning of the videos because some people just don't have the good common sense that God gave them. So some common sense things. Number one, my goal for my skincare regimen and just for my skincare period is not to have perfect skin, but to have healthy skin. Like I have come to grips with, I may never have perfect skin, and perfect skin to me is no blemishes, it's flawless, you don't have any noticeable pores, like all the things that I've been dealing with. But that really doesn't matter as long as I have healthy skin, which is kind of like minimal breakouts, and the problems that I had are just minimal. So that's the first thing. So when I show you all of these products, it doesn't necessarily mean that they make my skin perfect. It just simply means that these are things that balance out my skin and keep it at a healthy complexion and the healthiest that I want it to be. So this is my personal thing. It's not anything that the doctors or anything gave to me. My skincare journey, if you haven't looked at one of my previous videos, has been a fight since I would say about high school. And in high school, I suffered from problematic skin, oily skin, acneic skin, especially the acne. I had cystic acne, hyperpigmentation, anything you could name it, I had it. So during that time, you know, my parents were taking me to the dermatologist, and we all know that when you go to the dermatologist, it's basically about pushing those medications that you have to take orally, the medications that you have to use as a topical, and that stuff gets super expensive. So I went on that journey all the way to college, and then I just kind of stopped in college because the only other thing that they basically said that they could do for me was Accutane. And by that time I was out of college, I had got married, and I was fed up with my skin, but I was married, so with the Accutane, they basically were saying that pretty much you had to take birth control because it caused deformities in the fetus or in babies, and I was like, I don't even want to take that risk because what if I'm on birth control and I get pregnant or, you know, anything like that. So eventually, I just started trying out different types of products, and it has gotten me to where I am today, which is a healthy place for me. Another thing to realize is that your skin evolves. So I did that video maybe like last week or the week before last, and since then my face has been like on crack. So it just broke out. Like it became super dry. I don't even have dry skin. It became super dry. It became super sensitive. I started getting whiteheads, and that was because of stress that I'm dealing with in my body due to some family emergencies that arose and are still ongoing. So because my body is stressed out, of course my face is going to be stressed out. So that's another thing to know. Like even if you have perfect skin, there are always going to be those moments where you have breakouts or like something was there that you never suffered from, or maybe you suffer from like in your childhood or something like that. So these routines, and I did also add something to my routine which was probably problematic also. If you look at a previous video I did on the Dr. Schultz anti-aging cream, that's a no-go. It's a no-go for my face spirit was like, no, I don't know what you're doing, but you're gonna have to get rid of that. So I was trying to like subtly add it to my regimen. My skin was like, no. I don't even know what happened. I think when I got stressed out, my skin got stressed out, and it was like only use what you've been using. So with all the products, the natural products, and then I would put that on, it would like burn. So I have since given that up. So I'm not gonna push anything that doesn't work for me. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in for Hawkins Corner. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and it was very informative to you. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, I'm here. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time on Hawkins Corner.